Hello everyone, I am Professor P.S. Gosavi from Department of Electrical Engineering. Previous lecture we have to discuss about the automated system. In this we have to study the sectionalizing switches, then RTU remote terminal units and data acquisition system. In this lecture we have to study about the communication interface system. In this, the RTUs communicate with the control room through a communication interface, which could be any of the following. Then, power line carrier communication (PLCC). Each end of the transmission line is provided with the identical carrier equipments in the frequency range of 30 to 500 kHz. The high frequency signals are transmitted through a power lines the carrier current equipments, compromising the coupling capacitor and the tuning circuit. Next is a fiber optics data communication. In this, fiber optics with its explicating downward cost trend in the terms of product as well as the installation and maintenance cost has become a widely expected choice, as it offers both a technical and commercial advantages over conventional systems that use metallic cables and radio links. The communication basically consists of a transmitter and a receiver for information signals coming from the user's device, which is connected through a copper wire to the switching center or exchange, where it is a change into a digital signals like ones or zeros for easy handling. The signals is then transferred to the transmitter. In the transmitter, the information signal, which is electrical drive, is an optical source, laser or a light emitting diode LED, which in a turn optically modules the information signal, which gets coupled into the optical fiber. The receiver located at the other side of the link detects the original signal and modules or converts back the optical signal to the original information signals. Then the signal is then connected through a copper wires to the switching device or exchange for a selection and connection to the proper user or a user device. This has the advantages of high data rate and immunity from a noise. Next is a radio communication. It utilizes frequency bands between 85 MHz to 13 GHz. Point-to-point radio links, multi-terminal radio communication facility, limited area radio scheme, mobile radio sets, emergency radio communication, etc. are the types of a radio communication facility used in the electrical power system. Next is a public telephone communication. Dial-up and dedicated less telephone lines are often used for distribution automation. The dial-up lines are suitable for infrequent data transmission. The less lines are suitable for continuous communication but are expensive. Next is a satellite communication. A satellite communication system using very small aperture terminal is suitable for a DAS, data acquisition system. VSAT is a point to a multi-point star network like TDMA. It consists of a one signal hub and number of remote personal earth stations. The communication between transporter and hub is TDM. Access between hub and PS is a TDMA access. The communication system between hub remote PES is through two separate radio links. The link from a remote PS to a hub is called a in route, and from the hub to the remote PES is called as a out route. No end user transmission either originate or terminate at the satellite communication data center network inference unit. This is the schematic diagram of VSAT network. Next is a polling scheme. SCADA system intended for a electric system operation almost universally use a polling scheme between the central master and individual RTUs. The master station controls all activities and RTUs respond only to polling requests. This is the typical multi-drop communication system. Master station then connected to a RTUs. Multiple 2 or 4 wire telephone grid circuit radiates from the master. The media for this circuit may be less telephone circuit from a common carrier, private microwave, fiber optic cable system, two-way cable, TV, power line carrier, or even satellite. Polling and command requests are RTO responses are time multiplexed on each circuit. Each circuit terminate at the master station is independently serviced on the asynchronous basis by the master station. The most commonly used information rates is a 1200 bits per second using a asynchronous bit-oriented message formats. These are a distribution SCADA. Data acquisition, then alarm event processing, then supervisory control and interlocking, then data archiving, then calculation reports, then man-machine interface, then sent to a data acquisition. These are the SCADA's functions. Distribution SCADA involves collecting and analyzing information to take decision, implementing the appropriate decision, and then verifying whether the desired results are achieved. Data acquisition in an electrical utility SCADA system concentrates on the power system performance quantities like a bus line volts, transformer currents, real and reactive power flow, CB status, circuit breaker status, isolator status, and secondary quantities such as a transformer temperature, insulating gas pressure, tank oil levels, flow levels, etc. Often transformer tap positions, usual position or other multiple position quantities are also transmitted in analog format. Thank you for watching video.